Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good vibes, good energy, good people. It's your boy Mickey Fenty, aka Mickey Made It. If you're new to this channel, you know what to do to this channel. Subscribe right now. Also, if you want to support my brand, it's inspiredbydreams.shop. Okay, today's episode, we're covering in this conversation adult bullying. And adult bullying, people don't understand. We have kids that were bullies and they grew into adult bullies. People that just haven't matured up to this point, and everybody takes a different type of growing process, but in these times on social media, adult bullying has been a thing. So I want you guys to take a look at this conversation, get involved in it, and leave your comments down below. Love you guys, and if you want to speak to me live on this conversation, you can always get at me at my morning shows at 9 a.m. Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Yep. Okay, let's get it.
Mickey made it. Mickey made what you made, Mickey.
I wanted to hop on here really quick just to say this. When you're a pretty fair person, like you meet people, you don't have motives or agendas, like your goal is to never dominate, or you don't need power, right? Like you can thrive in any kind of relationship dynamic in a normal and healthy way. You don't have to be in control. You don't have to tear people down. You just want to enjoy people, have companionship, and have healthy relationships. The reality of it is that everyone is not like you. There are certain personality types that are extremely manipulative, and often they're simply just bullies. These kinds of people are really comfortable in anger and rage. That's their default setting. So when they harm you, when they cross you, and you're a mature adult, you seek to resolve the conflict. You seek to have a healthy conversation and really communicate, why you feel like you were wronged, and to just try to find like common ground. These kinds of people will react in such a way so that you're afraid to ever question them again. They'll be defensive automatically. They'll insult you and hit below the belt. They'll withhold love, affection. They'll ghost you or not talk to you for a while, so that next time you ever have the nerve to question them about your human rights, you'll think about it twice. This is textbook manipulation, and sometimes they'll even find people to ban against you with them, which is also called like triangulation. These kinds of people are very transactional. They are super helpful at times, but it's only so that they can control you later on. I mean, they will count every single favor. They believe that they do everything for anyone and everyone. So they demand that things happen the way that they want them to happen and how they want them to happen, because they feel like they deserve it, which is called entitlement. Really hard to reach these kinds of people because they spent their entire lives navigating the world this way. I mean, they were bullies as children, they grow up, and they continue to bully. And I think the real problem is that these kinds of people, because they have really strong personality, they always attract a ton of enablers. They always attract people who watch them just be horrible to other people, because these people are afraid of their wrath. They don't want to get on their bad side. I mean, if you treat your mother like this, or if you treat your boss this way, or your child this way, or your wife or your husband this way, why would I intervene? Why would I be honest and say something to you so that you can do the same thing to me? I mean, like, I do want you in my life, right? Deal with these kinds of people, if you must deal with them, is to allow them to have their moment and to continue living your motherfucking life. What that means is that if they want to give you the silent treatment, don't reach out. They'll get over it. Do not apologize. And I know, I get it. You love this person. You want to be in their good graces. You want to talk to them. I get it. But they are emotionally abusing you and manipulating you. A healthy relationship involves two people coming together to lay down their grievances respectfully and to resolve them. And if someone is using anger to deter you from having healthy dialogue, not only are they looking to dominate you and abuse you, but they're also stripping you of your human rights. And they may believe that they love you. They may not even realize what they're doing. But healthy relationships also involve self-work. They're not even willing to hear you out. If every time you have something to say to them, they're defensive, they're upset, it shows that they are extremely emotionally immature. And it doesn't matter if they're your grandmother, your father, like it doesn't matter if they're your elder or not. Like I said, they are used to being enabled. They are used to people allowing them to show up and be disrespectful because people fear their wrath. I feel like we all know the kind of person that's not particularly kind, but everyone respects them, even bullies, even disrespectful people, because they don't take no shit. It's like the nicer you are, the more passive you are, or the more loving you are, people see that as weakness and they continue to put their foot on your motherfucking neck. And it's always the closest people to you that treat you this way. Never strangers, the people that you love most. They will exploit your love for them. They will exploit your kindness because I really believe that they operate in the world of the darkness. They lack self-awareness. They don't even look at their behaviors enough to even begin to reflect and change. All want to believe that we're good people. So we ignore things. We ignore things that make us feel shame. And these kinds of behaviors are often ignored by perpetrators because who wants to think that they're a bad person or that they're a bully? But if you are using anger to silence people, you are a bully. And I would love for us to stop sensationalizing manipulation. It ain't cool. It ain't cute. It's emotional abuse.
You know what? I'm a debater. I love a good debate. Like open dialogue, real conversation, different opinions, different outlooks. Because at the end of the day, I know everyone doesn't have the same views. I know everyone does not have the same opinions. I know everyone is not interested in jumping on the bandwagon and being a part of the masses. And I like that. I like that. I really do. But what I don't like is when somebody disagree with your opinion and they don't disagree with your opinion in a healthy way. They disagree with your opinion on some bully shit. Like they gonna bully you into changing your views about some shit. They gonna bully you into seeing their point of view and making it your point of view. That's what I don't like. Don't, like, miss me. Commenting is one thing and not agreeing is one thing. And being able to leave a comment and say, you know what? I agree to disagree. And this is my outlook. This is my opinion on the topic at hand. Cool. We're adults. Let's agree to disagree. We ain't got to go back and forth. We ain't got to be disrespectful. We ain't got to do none of that. But don't little girl me. Don't get in the comments and try to bully me because I'm not looking at it how you looking at it. And a lot of y'all doing that shit. Women and men. And it's weird. Stop it.
So this weekend I was talking about a term that just came to my spirit. Adult bullying. So it's simple. Adult bullying is when someone that you care about takes you for granted. When someone you care about takes advantage of you. When someone you care about humiliates you. When someone you care about unintentionally harms you. When someone you care about is passive aggressive towards you. And they know that there's no consequences because you care about them. But the reality is that they may not care about you as much as you think they do. So they will continue to bully you. And I use the term bully very strongly because it's actually bullying, because it affects the person in a way where the person feels like they're being taken for granted, taken advantage of. And I'm going to tell you right now, it has to stop because there's consequences behind that. Severe consequences.
You know something that isn't talked about too much, but has a tremendous impact on our mental health? Bullies. Adulthood has bullies in it. Now, we thought those bullies stayed in middle school, elementary, maybe even high school. But some of those same bullies have grown up to be full-grown adult bullies too. People that have proven they will go out of their way to hurt somebody else with intent to cause emotional pain. Those are the bullies I'm talking about. The ones who will say sharp words intentionally to harm, the ones who will blame, withhold love or resources or items, affection, anything, just to intentionally take the pain that they're feeling from within and put that on somebody else. A bully's self-esteem is often, if not all the time, low. Because you have to be in a place where you don't feel well about self in order to want to intentionally harm somebody else. So what do you do when a bully comes your way? There's a few things you can do. You can confront the bully. Now, I'm not saying you fight the bully like you was back in school. We're not going there. You can confront the bully and have a conversation with the bully and address the issue. Talk about what's really going on. You can ignore the bully, right? That takes a lot of strength and a lot of courage in itself of realizing that's just light afflictions. That's just noise. And I'm not interested in entertaining that. It's always good to have a healthy boundary when it comes to a bully. Because we're recognizing that right now in the space that this person is in emotionally or mentally, it's not healthy to have them within my personal space. And then what I'm also want to be clear about placing in here, which should be all the time anyway, is you still got to pray. Because what I'm realizing more and more and more as I mature and grow, as I'm watching other people, the enemy uses people too, right? So the enemy, I had this conversation again last week. I had some good conversations last week where if the enemy knows where we're vulnerable at, the enemy himself is a bully, right? So he uses people and boosts them up to also intentionally swoop in and to do his dirty work. So people are going to try to hit you, touch you, affect you in the areas you're most vulnerable in, right? If I'm insecure about a certain area, if I don't feel strongly about a certain area, if I have a pain point in a certain area, that's where the bully's going to swoop in and try to attack. Because you attack me in the area where I feel, hey, that don't even bother me. But that bully knows where to hit to. So prayer to block those things, prayer to block how it affects us, and prayer to really touch and work through and soothe that wound and that pain point for self so it doesn't affect us anymore. Adulthood, in fact, has bullies in it. The healthy part is when we learn how to address and but how to address and interact with the bullies. Sometimes that means not interacting at all. When you get this point that people will be intentional about trying to harm you emotionally and mentally, when we get that point of realizing that no longer affects me because I've healed the area you're trying to touch with your words, I've healed the area you're trying to hit me in. When we get to that point, that's when we're boosted to be healthier in our emotional and our mental health. When we realize that no longer aches anymore. And see, I'm going to leave you to deal with your issues on your own. So being able to see the bully where they're at, and you decide for yourself what you need to heal. Whether it is healthy confrontation, whether it is ignoring, always praying, and always having healthy and set boundaries.
Hey beauties, real fast video. I just feel like we don't address family bullies enough. Like, I feel like growing up, and y'all can probably definitely feel me when I say this, people say the utmost disrespectful things to children, or maybe even try to pull it with you because you were a kid. And adults in the family tend to have this like superiority complex, and they try to like dip and dab and say certain things to you or to other children because they know that you're going to be silent about it because you don't want to get in trouble, you don't want to be dismissed by somebody else, or you just don't want them to dislike you. And I feel like so many people may suffer from like mental health issues or just like anger issues because of the people that they grew up around, and they probably still never even got the chance to speak up to this person or to these people because they were silenced. For example, oh, look at you, I see you gaining some weight, your stomach's so big, your face so big, you need to slow down. Put the cupcakes down. Look at you thinking you look cute. You don't got that much hair though, you so bald headed. You really need to grow your hair out. Look, I understand you're struggling in school, but you're dumb. You're not as smart as those kids and you're not as smart as these kids. Get it together. You've been struggling all your life. You will never amount to anything. And when people grow up and they have to hold all of that in, it's like carrying a little monster on your shoulders or your back. So I'm here to tell you, you couldn't speak up as a kid or nobody believed you. You didn't speak up as a teenager. Speak the fuck up.
I've never seen nothing so disgusting in my life. The fact that y'all are taking this app and literally harassing people. Y'all on here up under people videos talking about the lashes, their hair, their skin, how they look. It's not just one race. It's all of them that's being bullied. And it's not the children. It's grown adults. Grow up. Teach y'all kids something. Teach this generation something. Y'all not setting examples for nobody. I'm just not understanding the logic that y'all have for this. Y'all are literally bullying people. Why? Are you that disgusted with your life? Grow up.
All right, let's talk for a minute. Because this is a topic that's been running through my mind. I done looked it up or whatever, but I can't get the words right to make it into an informative post yet. But it's about the PTSD that bullying causes and the long-term effects of bullying. And how, don't know, heavily bullied middle school years. High school was fine. But I had this epiphany the other day, like, what if I'm just introverted? Because I really love to do things. What if I'm introverted socially just because it was a way to protect myself? Because whenever I was, during those critical years in life, whenever I was the spotlight of the attention, I was bullied. So I learned to retreat and become like a shame. And now that I'm a grown person trying to fall into my leadership natural abilities and come out into the world and be bold and being bold and just like unapologetically myself and like confident, like there's a real personal want to be that, but this feels like a thin layer like protecting me. And I know that had to come from all those times I would speak up or be brave for myself and to be shot down numerous times. So I don't know. That was my epiphany that I don't think I'm really, to sum it up, I don't think I'm really as extroverted as I claim to be. I think that's just maybe a sense of self-protection.
Someone asked me in my comment section, like, why I'm able to come on here with a straight face and tell you guys that my nicknames was Power Pig and Aggie Gale and Aggie whatever, right? And I just remember there was a guy that used to call me Sour Power as well. Adults, right? Adults. And the reason why I am like not laughing because it's not a joke. And everybody's laughing, fine. I know, because right now I can come on here and say it and it's funny. But to me, it's still not a joke. It's still not a joke. Like, so fine. Everybody get them little laugh. And you guys can laugh now because I'm able to tell the story. But lots of adults are bullies, and that's just the truth. Because almost all those people that have kids that were bullying me, right? They almost all of them have kids. And I want to know how would they feel. And it's crazy. I won't even go there because we have a community group chat. What happened?
Can you just give us a oink?
That's funny.
Yo, just give us a one of the little pig noise. Let me hear.
Like, yeah.
Serious, bro. We don't play jokes.
But anyways, most of those people that used to tease me, they have kids now. So I wonder, they might have feel if they know some people out there, adults are out there bullying their kids. Crazy.
When it comes down to bullying, especially in your adult stages of your life, it just shows you that not only do you have mental problems or mental issues, but you want to inflict your pain on other people. It ain't right. Get to know people and start to realize that we all make mistakes and nobody's perfect. Nobody on this earth is perfect. And everybody reaches their destination at different times in their life. Don't look down on people, don't belittle people, and don't bully people. Till next time, it's your boy Mickey Fenty, aka Mickey Made It. If you're new to this channel, you know what to do to this channel. Subscribe,